Kristin Chenoweth is known for her work from Broadway to the West Wing, but her latest project finds her coming home. That's the title of her new live album, and it's also the title of a PBS special that was shot in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Why did you decide to go home to Broken Arrow to do your first live album?
I thought about a lot when PBS came to me and said, where do you want to do it? And of course I was like, live at Carnegie Hall sounds really good. 2 years ago in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, we got a performing arts center, and they named the theater the Kristin Chenoweth Theater. And I was talking to my dad, and I said, I guess I should do it in a Broken Arrow. And he started laughing. He goes, that's so obvious. Why didn't we think of that right off the bat? So then it was like a domino effect. Oh, and then it'll be a career album, and I'll do things I've done when I was little up into just now, things I've just begun to sing.
The material on this album definitely traces that. You hear a lot of what inspired you growing up, and songs from Wicked and beyond that in your career. How did you choose the songs, given how much material you've covered?
I wanted to represent a lot of things that people would expect from me, but also what they don't know about me. I love Glinda, and I'm so thankful for that show, but there's so much more to me than her. I'm a woman. I'm in my 40s. I've been hurt. I've done the hurting. I've grown. I'm a Christian. I like to have a drink every once in a while. I mean, I'm a dichotomy in many ways. But I wanted people to know, when they listen to the album or they watch the DVD, have a better sense of who I really am. Little Sparrow, Dolly Parton wrote that song probably 10, 12 years ago, and I always say, oh, if I could have just heard that song or sung it to my younger self to tell that girl, be strong. You know, you're not a little tiny bird.
Little sparrow, flies so high and feels no pain.
My coloring book, a song by Cantor and Ebb, Miss Birdwell, my teacher said, you can't sing this when I was 19. She said, you don't know what you're talking about. And she was absolutely right. And she was at the show, and she was in the first row sitting by my dad, and I said, I'm pulling it out, Miss Birdwell, and I'm going to sing it because I think I get the song now.
Begin to color me.
And you're also coming back to Broadway in the spring in a role that allows you to sing and be funny, and it's a pretty amazing role in On the 20th Century.
Yeah.
Is this something you've always wanted to do, this show? It seems perfect for you.
It's so funny you say that, because like 25 years ago at OCU, my voice teacher, Florence Birdwell, she said, there's a show you need to do. It's called On the 20th Century, and she had me learn a song called Never from it. And I thought, this lady seems kind of crazy, and I don't know about that. Skip to me, moved to New York. I'm working on my first album, and Betty and Adolph, Comden and Green, are there because I'm singing a song of theirs called If, from a show called Two on the Aisle. And after we worked together somewhat, they said, hey, we wrote a show a few years ago, 40 years ago, maybe, well then it was 35 years ago. You need to do it. I said, what is it? On the 20th Century. I said, oh yeah, my teacher told me that when I was young. So Adolph literally said to me, it should be on your bucket list. We wrote it for Madeline Kahn. Judy Kay took over and did an amazing job. There's few people, these are their words, that should do this. And you're it, you're next. And now that they've both gone, and now Phyllis Newman, who is the widow of Adolph, she says, this is it, Chris, this is the time, and this is yours.